When the Bank of America study on philanthropy among high net worth households first came out, a reporter got fairly indignant with me and said, well, shouldn't the rich have to give, and shouldn't they have to give more to help the poor? And I said, if they have to give, that's called taxation. You know, if they choose to give, then that's philanthropy.
We want to promote philanthropy. We want to promote nonprofit. They do a great deal of good.
And then how they choose to give it, you know, we could experiment as a society. When you think about the arts, and you think about education, and you think about scientific research that advances our lives, the quality of our lives while we're alive, and extends our longevity, these are important outcomes of a lot of philanthropic support, direct and indirect, and so and people respond to incentives.
We want to maintain that tax exemption. It encourages people to give that maybe wouldn't otherwise give.
It's fair to say that people are not giving because of the tax deduction. You know, when you look at 2/3 of Americans don't itemize, so you know the taxes don't have any consequences on them, and many high net worth households give more than they can legally deduct. So they're clearly not motivated by the taxes.
There have been periods in American history where people have been strongly encouraged to give. Perhaps the most striking example is during the First World War, where as opposed to letting your children and grandchildren pay the debt for the war, the income tax that was just being created just before the war was suddenly very small and only for a very small group of people. Many people contributed very large amounts of money for the humanitarian movement during the war. The Red Cross, United War Work, all of these institutions raised huge amounts of money. And I think it made a difference in history because it enlarged dramatically the number of people who were giving.
There's a lot of empirical research that shows that because of the tax deductibility, it may affect the timing of large gifts, it may affect to whom they give, how much they give in a certain year, and so on. And so if you say that now all of a sudden you can't deduct a gift to your alma mater or to your church or to scientific research, that might alter that portfolio of philanthropy in ways that might be fine for some organizations and some individuals, but others might have a significant problem with. It's clear that if we eradicated the tax deductibility of philanthropic gifts, that would have a deleterious impact on philanthropy.
We think foundation dollars are best viewed as partially public dollars given the immense preferential tax treatment that they receive. Donors, of course, get tax exemptions when they first give money to their foundation to establish the foundation. And then the corpus is allowed to grow essentially exempt from taxation over the years with very few requirements placed on foundations. And so the public is really partners with donors and foundations in pursuing the public good.
There are a set of resources there that are brought to societal benefit that wouldn't, they wouldn't go through the tax system, and there's nothing that people would purchase. And so philanthropy and the structure of philanthropy gives society the opportunity to bring in those resources and for people to enjoy the benefits of giving.